Under the bright, open sky, a school playground bursts with life. Children's laughter echoes, filling the air with carefree joy.
Amidst the cheerful chaos, young Max stands on the periphery, his gaze fixed on the playing children. A confident grin spreads across Max's face, hinting at a self-assuredness beyond his years. His posture exudes a remarkable certainty, almost bordering on arrogance. The warmth of the sun seems to spotlight him, enhancing his aura of self-reliance amidst the lively scene. Max's eyes gleam with an unspoken challenge, a silent promise of something extraordinary about to unfold. In a sun-drenched classroom, dust motes dance as Miss Jenkins, her face kind and earnest, addresses her students. The big slide is being repaired. Do not go near the big slide. It's off limits, Miss Jenkins warns, her tone gentle but firm. Max rolls his eyes almost imperceptibly, a silent rebellion brewing beneath his innocent gaze. He thinks to himself that he knows better, a dangerous spark of defiance flickering in his young heart. In the classroom, Max sits at his desk, a facade of attention masking a mind adrift. Miss Jenkins lectures, her voice a distant hum as Max's thoughts pull him away. His eyes, though fixed forward, betray a restless spirit yearning for something beyond the classroom walls. A whisper of defiance escapes his lips, barely audible. "I'll be careful." His voice rising with a hint of youthful bravado, he questions the unseen dangers. What could happen? The school playground basks in the sunlight, the towering slide a beacon of forbidden fun. Yellow caution tape flutters uselessly as Max approaches, his eyes gleaming with mischief. With practiced ease, he ducks beneath the tape, a silent challenge accepted. A quick, furtive glance around confirms his solitude. The playground is his. The slide awaits, promising a thrill that outweighs the risk of getting caught. At the base of the towering slide, Max's face shines with pure, unadulterated anticipation. He grips the first metal rung, beginning his ascent up the ladder towards the sky. Each rung wobbles slightly under his weight, a minor detail lost in his excitement. Undeterred, Max climbs higher, the playground shrinking beneath him as his adventure begins. At the slide's peak, Max triumphantly stands, momentarily the king of the playground. A seemingly innocuous loose panel betrays him. His foot slips, the initial thrill turning into a sudden, heart-stopping loss of balance. A desperate scramble for purchase, his eyes wide with a dawning sense of peril. For a fleeting moment, he hangs suspended, caught between elation and disaster. The playground, once a haven of joy, now threatens a painful lesson. Max gleefully tumbles down the slide, the bright sunlight casting long shadows across the school playground. A sudden, jarring thud echoes as he lands awkwardly, his laughter abruptly cut short. He cries out, clutching his leg in agony. The sunny day now tinged with distress. The vibrant playground seems to fade, the atmosphere shifting as pain etches itself onto Max's face. At the foot of a towering slide, Max sits alone, a figure of dejection against the vibrant playground. Mud stains his clothes, a stark testament to a recent fall. A visible wince betrays the throbbing pain in his leg, a silent scream of discomfort. Regret washes over me, a cold wave of realization crashing against the shore of my conscience, my face etched with the bitter understanding of hindsight. The heavy weight of knowing I should have listened presses down, an unspoken apology hanging in the air. At the base of the slide, chaos gives way to concern as Miss Jenkins rushes into frame. Her face, a canvas of worry, reflects the gravity of the playground incident. A wave of panic washes over Miss Jenkins' face as she reaches the scene. Kneeling beside Max, her voice trembles with urgency and fear. "Max, what happened?" she cries out, her question echoing in the suddenly still playground. At the base of the slide, Miss Jenkins kneels, her expression gentle as she assesses Max's injured leg. Her hands move with practiced care, wrapping the wound with a clean white bandage. Max winces, a sharp intake of breath betraying the pain. Despite the discomfort, his eyes are fixed on Miss Jenkins, a flicker of admiration dawning within them. The playground sounds fade as a silent understanding passes between them, a bond forming in the aftermath of the accident. Her focused attention is a stark contrast to the vibrant, bustling playground surrounding them. Sunlight warms the playground as Miss Jenkins kneels, meeting Max at eye level at the bottom of the slide. The metal slide gleams behind them, casting long shadows that stretch across the colorful ground. Miss Jenkins' expression is gentle, yet firm, her eyes conveying both concern and earnestness. "Rules are here to keep you safe, Max," she explains, her voice soft but clear. "Listening can protect you from harm," she adds, emphasizing the importance of heeding guidance. Max absorbs her words, a visible shift in his demeanor suggesting understanding and acceptance. At the base of the slide, caution tape flutters ominously in the wind, a stark barrier in the bright playground. Max stares, his young face etched with dawning comprehension as the truth pierces through. His eyes widen, reflecting the sudden realization of the danger he unwittingly ignored. A slow, solemn nod escapes him, a silent acknowledgement of his past misjudgment. Days later, Max returns to the classroom, a bandage marking his recent ordeal. Seated at his desk, he directs a focused gaze toward Miss Jenkins, determination etched on his face. The atmosphere of the classroom is calm, yet Max's presence hints at unspoken stories and resilience. He listens intently, absorbing the lesson as if piecing together fragments of a world disrupted. Inside the bustling classroom, a student's hand shoots up, eager to contribute. Max pauses, a flicker of surprise in his eyes as he considers the suggestion. His expression softens, replaced by a thoughtful contemplation that hints at a shift in perspective. The classroom buzz fades as Max genuinely listens, a subtle nod acknowledging the student's input. Under the bright recessed sun, Max watches children swarm around the playground. His gaze lingers on the newly repaired slide, gleaming like a beacon of safety. A faint smile plays on Max's lips, a subtle shift in his demeanor. The sounds of joyful play create a symphony of innocence and freedom. The shiny slide stands as a testament to lessons learned and rules obeyed. He understands now the importance of rules and listening. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the school playground, Max sits alone on a bench, lost in the strokes of his worn pencil. His brow furrows in concentration, the simple notebook open like a portal to another world. The echoes of children's laughter fade as Miss Jenkins approaches, her steps measured with quiet purpose. She settles onto the bench beside him, leaving a space of unspoken understanding between them. A peaceful silence descends, a shared moment of contemplation amidst the lively playground. The world outside fades away, their connection deepening in the quiet space they've created.